Yo, what's up, guys? These are my quick picks and predictions for UFC 315, Bilal versus Jack Della Maddalena. This is in my fucking hometown, so you already know I'm gonna be at the event. I'm super excited to go. It's the first time that I go to UFC and I just have to take a train. That's it, bro. It's gonna be a great time. This card is not the best one, but it there should be a lot of fun fights. It's one of the better ones we've gotten in Canada in a while, and yeah, I'm fucking excited. Yes. So let's start off the card. Okay, Daniel Santos versus Jung Young Lee. Daniel Santos is coming in. He was supposed to fight Davy Grant a couple of weeks ago. So he's coming in on short notice. Gavin Tucker was actually supposed to fight Jung Young Lee. Um, so Daniel Santos is definitely the more dangerous fighter in this. Like when he's on the ground, he's very capable. He's kind of like a mini Charles Oliveira, and he also hits fucking hard. And we just saw Jung Young Lee get put out by Hyder Emil, which is he was not defensively sound in that fight. I don't know what he was doing. He was no defense, just swang and banged and got fucked up. He took like fucking 60 strikes to the head inside of a minute. For that, he beat Blake Builder. Doesn't look that good, but he was like getting the better of a good grappler in Blake Builder. And Yizha, he beat him, split decision, close fight, I remember. And but yeah, I saw the win for him as well. Now he's taking on Daniel Santos. This fight is a little bit tricky, especially with the short notice. I think the short notice is what is one of the only things, because like if it was full camp like Daniel Santos, I'd be like all day, I think. But I think I'm going to slightly lean Jung Young Lee. He was prepared for this. And hopefully he doesn't do shit stupid like last time and just stand in the pocket. Yeah, because Daniel Santos does hit fucking hard. And yeah. Next fight is Modestas Bukauskas versus Ion Kutlaba. And my God, this fight is going to be fucking fun. I'm glad it's the second fight for all of my everybody there in my hometown to see like the second fight. It's going to be a fucking banger. I don't think this one goes the distance. I'm going to see what the unders are for that. It might be not too good because Modestas, he hits fucking hard. He really good KO power and like good submission ability. His last fight, he knocked out Rafael Cerqueira, but that doesn't mean shit. That guy, terrible, awful. I don't like that he got finished by Vitor Petrino. I think Vitor Petrino sucks. And he couldn't finish Zach Pauga. Had a good fight against Tyson Pedro. And yeah, not the best level opponents. Ion Kutlaba has fought the better level, in my opinion, but didn't always win those fights. But he seems to... I know he had a split decision with Ivan Urslan, but I saw in that fight with Ivan Urslan, he was more technical and he didn't just like go fucking crazy and swing like he usually does. He was more measured in his approach in the fight. I like to see like because after he fought Ibo Aslan, it was right in the middle, like it was perfect, and he submitted him. And I think I'm going to be going with Ion Kutlaba to get this done. I am also a big fan of his. I love every single fight. No matter what, you know it's going to be a banger. I'm going to go with Ion Kutlaba to get this one done. I'm going to say by knockout or just by finish Ion Kutlaba. Probably in the first round. Now we just kind of talked about him. Navajo Sterling versus Ivan Urslan, and nobody was impressed by Navajo Sterling's first fight in the UFC against Tuco Tocos. He was supposed to win that one by finish, and yes, he clearly won. He kind of Bo Nickel versus Paul Craig sort of type fight. Tuco Tocos was tough in there. And Ivan Urslan, okay debut against, I don't think it was a split decision. I think Ion clearly won that fight. But okay fight against a good level competition, Ion Kutlaba. And besides that, on his regional career, good KO power, head movement needs some work, but yeah, overall he's like decent durability. I'm going to give Navajo another chance, even though I was not impressed with his fight against Tuco Tocos, and I'm going to pick Navajo Sterling to win by TKO round 3 and/or decision. Now, Jessica Andrade versus Jasmine Jasudavicius. What version do we get of Jessica Andrade in this fight? We'll have to see, but I like the run that Jasmine is on, and great wrestling. When she takes it to the ground, she can really work. She is 36 years old. It's weird that Jessica Andrade is the younger fighter in this, but it doesn't seem like it. In fight years, Jasmine is the younger one, and I'm going to go with the Canadian on this one. Jessica Andrade, I think no, Jasmine Jasudavicius. I'm going with her to win by decision. I think it's going to be a fun fight. There's going to be some worrisome moments in the stand-up. I think Jessica Andrade is like the better striker. But when Jasmine takes it down, we've seen that Jessica Andrade is not like too good on the ground, even though she does have a lot of submissions. But I think that Jasmine is just going to be the better wrestler in this fight, and she's going to get it done by decision. Okay, Mike Malott versus Charles Radke. I was tempted to go with Radke in this fight because I like his fights. He just knocked out Matthew Semmelsberger, and like a fight with Mike Malott and Semmelsberger, I don't know how that one would have gone. Mike Malott against Trevin Giles. Giles could have won that fight if he put his foot on the gas a little more. Mike Malott was a little bit scared to get knocked out again, even though like he was 3/4 of the way of beating Neil Magny, just gassed out in the third and got ground and pounded and lost. But anyway, like if his chin's back, like it is a tough one to call, man. Okay. I'm rooting for both of them because I got to root for the Canadian on this card. I'm there too as well. And Charles Radke, I just like him as a fighter. I'll very slightly lean Mike Malott, but I do not feel great about it. I don't know who's the dog in this fight yet. I haven't seen the odds. That would be a dog or pass. Yeah. Okay, Marc-André Barriault versus Bruno Silva, the first Quebecois on this card. So, crowd's going to go nuts. Can't wait for that. Look, if it is tricky because Bruno Silva, if we get the version that came out here and fought Alex Pereira, I don't know how it's going to go for Barriault. But his last fight just looked like he didn't even want to be in there against Nardiev. And like the fight against Chris Weidman, he got pieced up by Chris Weidman besides the eye pokes. Like, okay, I'll give him a pass for that because he did get eye poked to shit. And Shara Magomedov, he did have a close fight with him. And Brendan Allen fucking submitted him in round 1. Knocked out Brad Tavares. Impressive. Gerald Mearshart. Yo, that was a funny one because like he goes and has a close fight with Alex Pereira and then gets absolutely pieced up on the feet by Gerald Mearshart and then gets submitted in the third. So I don't know what version we're going to get of him. If it's like striker kickboxing like that he used to be, hits fucking hard, he can definitely put away Marc-André Barriault. And like Barriault is coming off 3 losses as well. Like both these guys are on skids. He just lost to Dustin Stoltzfus, which doesn't look that great. Got knocked out by Joe Pyfer and had a close fight against Chris Curtis. I will slightly lean Barriault. I'm going to say by decision. Yeah. Now, Brad Katana versus Beksat Almakhan. We all know Beksat as that guy that like hurt Umar on the feet, had one moment in round 1, but that's it. Got wet blanketed. The other 3 rounds got wrestle fucked and lost very obviously. And and Brad Katona isn't exactly dangerous. Beksat is definitely the more dangerous fighter, but Brad Katona is also super durable. He has never been finished. It's all his losses are by decision just because he doesn't hit that hard. He's okay everywhere. Like he's good at striker, good volume, decent wrestling. I'm actually gonna slightly lean Katana, and I don't feel great about it, but he has the more experience in the UFC. He knows what it takes to win. He doesn't care about being boring or anything like that. But Beksat is definitely a danger in this fight, and we'll have to see. I don't feel great about this underdog pick, but I'm going with Brad Katana to get it done. Okay, now we have Alexa Grasso versus Natalia Silva. This is a step down for Alexa Grasso, fighting Natalia Silva, who is on a great win streak inside the UFC. She's 6-0 in the UFC. Recently coming off a win over Jessica Andrade. Watch that again. She was a step ahead, that's for sure, but it was a bit close. But yeah, and Alexa Grasso got completely wet blanketed by Valentina Shevchenko last time out. Before that, the draw against her, she probably lost to, they called it 10-8 in like the fourth or fifth round, which was very bizarre. And before that, submitted Valentina. I was actually there for that in Vegas. Submitted Valentina, but got pieced up on the feet until that happened. So, these girls both are going to entertain the striking in this fight. It should be a lot of fun. So I do predict this to be a close fight. Alexa Grasso, also, she has good ground game. She can hang on the ground. Natalia Silva is like pretty dangerous. She does have a lot of submissions and like TKOs. But Alexa Grasso is quite durable. It is a tricky fight to pick. I think I'm rooting more for Alexa Grasso to win, but Natalia Silva is like on the come up, and is she that level? I think so. I think we could see her get there. Um, you know what though? I'll go with Natalia Silva to win by decision, but I am rooting for Alexa Grasso in this fight. Now, Jose Aldo versus Ayman Zahabi, a fight I'm really looking forward to. Ayman Zahabi is another Montreal guy. Uh, they're both similar in age. Jose Aldo is 38, apparently, and Ayman Zahabi is 37. And we see the how to beat Jose Aldo in this day and age is just clinch against him because you cannot take him down. His takedown defense is ridiculous. I wouldn't even try to go for the takedowns if I was Ayman Zahabi in this fight. But if you just hold him against the fence, like the judges are going to give you the fight against him, and Jose Aldo's not going to like it. But yeah, Jose Aldo is a crisp striker, got everything. We all know him. He is older now. This is his second run in the UFC, previously retired. Ayman Zahabi's been on a nice run. He was a huge underdog against Javid Basharat. That fight was super close, and his fight against Pedro Munoz was super close. He's got GSP in his corner for this fight, so that might help him a little bit. I think still I'm gonna go with Jose Aldo to get this one done. I think like he is the better striker. The leg kicks are gonna be there. They could give this to the hometown Ayman Zahabi, but I do think it's still going to be a decision. It's going to be Jose Aldo by decision. I don't think Ayman Zahabi, maybe he'll try to like clinch fucking Jose Aldo against the fence because he must have seen like this is how you get it done against this guy. We'll have to see, but yeah, I think it'll be maybe a bit close, but Jose Aldo by decision. Now Valentina Shevchenko versus Manon Fiorot. Some of y'all forgot, bro. I can't believe she's the underdog in this fight. Regardless, I'm going with Valentina to get this one done. Manon Fiorot is just like a striker on the feet and like point fighter. I'm not impressed like too much with her wins in the UFC against Erin Blanchard. She's not very active too. She fought once 2022, 2023, 2024. She's fighting once a fucking year. Comes out there and just strikes on the feet. Does have like good accuracy, whatnot. Valentina, I do know that she's been looking a little bit older in her fights. She just completely wrestled Alexa Grasso instead of entertaining the striking in her previous fights. But I'm gonna be going with Valentina. Like she got more tools in the bag. I think Valentina should get this done. And I'm rooting for Valentina. I hope we could see her do a another little dance after she wins. But yeah, I think she'll win by decision. Yeah, with Manon Fiora's gonna have moments in this fight. It is kind of close. I think Valentina should get it done. She's got more. She is 37, but also Manon Fiora's 35. So we'll see. Yeah, and now for the main event, Jack Della Maddalena. You guys know I picked Bilal most of his fights, and he's been the underdog most of the time, and now going into this, he's going to be the favorite, and it does make sense. If you watch the fight with Jack Della Maddalena against Gilbert Burns, he was getting kind of fucked up on the ground until he found the shot in the third round to put away Gilbert Burns, which is still very impressive. Going from that to a title shot I feel like there's other guys that are maybe more deserving, but like the way Jack Della Maddalena has put people away prior, it was very impressive. Look, that win over Randy Brown is like looking pretty good. How he just smoked him. He just smoked Randy Brown. Had a close fight against Kevin Holland, Basil Hafez. That guy was fucked. That short notice fight was pretty crazy. But yeah, I don't think it was a split. It should have been unanimous. Yeah. So here's what I see, because like from that fight we saw like he can get taking control of a little bit. Bilal is going to be keep shooting constantly. And like, can he hang in the wrestling? I don't know. He's been training with Craig Jones. Apparently, he put Craig Jones to sleep. So we'll have to see, because he does like have some submissions, Jack Della Maddalena. But I think JDM's chance to win is well, Bilal doesn't really get tired. He has good cardio, but it's going to have to be on the feet. I think he's going to have to land the shot to put away Bilal. But I don't know if I see that happening. I do see, again, a close fight for Bilal Muhammad to win this one by decision. But, like, I do think Jack Della Maddalena is alive in this fight. And, like, if Jack Della Maddalena wins, apparently Islam Makhachev is going to come up for double champ status and fight Jack Della Maddalena. And Arman Sarukian will be fighting Ilya for a vacant title. I don't know how true that news is. I just heard that somewhere. But yeah, I'll go with Bilal to get this one done by decision. Yeah, so Bilal moneyline or Jack Della KO. Yeah, something like that. But anyway, I really look forward to this card. I'm going to take some videos and pictures and stuff when I'm at the event. It should be a great time. Yeah, I really look forward to it.